We do want to record it this time. That would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, you ready? You guys ready?
All right, here we go. We are here. It is Monday, March the 2nd. We've got a full week of season coming at you this week. We had some tournaments last week, some of our seasons kicking off. And this week we are full steam ahead with all of our teams in action and all of our athletes getting ready to compete towards the end of the school year. Last week we started off the week with beach volleyball, traveling to Shadow Ridge in the opening season, the first season of beach volleyball at Mesa Public Schools, and we traveled to Shadow Ridge and beat Shadow Ridge 3-2. Shout out to beach volleyball as they kind of learn somewhat of a new sport and are participating in beach volleyball. Baseball and softball were in tournaments this week. We'll talk a little bit about baseball and softball with our athletes of the week. And tennis was in action, and also track had a meet this weekend at South Mountain. Tennis took on Camelback on, I believe it was Thursday. They beat Camelback in boys and girls tennis. Tennis boys beat them 6-3. JV beating them 9-0, and girls tennis winning also at Camelback, traveling there. We also hosted a couple tournaments. One of them was a big one in the Westwood Dobson Softball Invitational, which we've hosted. I believe this would be our 30th year with this tournament. And varsity baseball was at the Adam Donafield Memorial Tournament, which we hosted our end of the tournament at our home field. Again, as I said before, track went on Saturday and participated in the South Mountain Richard Thompson Invitational. We had some great times, some great runners there. Talking about boys baseball first, boys baseball went 3-0-1. Their only tie came in a game against Perry, but we were able to beat Gila Ridge, Arcadia, and Kofa. So that was our 3 wins. Girls softball, they played a bunch of teams and they beat Williamsfield and Arcadia. So Arcadia really hated us this week because we kept beating up on them in different sports. But good job to softball, baseball. We'll talk to the baseball and softball players of the week here in a moment. Last week also, Talia Armstrong was named the AZ Sports Central Athlete of the Week. She was our state champion wrestler this past season. And Ronnie Turner, one of our track stars, she's a hurdler, a sprinter, long jumper. She was named the Female Athlete of the Meet. I know she and a couple other of our athletes had state tournament, state championship times, qualifying times. So we're already well on our way towards the state championship. Our first guest in studio, she's a professional by now, is Hannah Matson. Hannah Matson, she is a senior. Hannah, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
She is awesome. She sounds excited. She's a little bit more awake than she was for round 1. So we're hoping to get some more insight from her. So first off, how did you feel like this tournament went?
I thought it went pretty good. It helped us figure out each other, and it was a lot better than I thought. And we put people in new places, and we figured out where everyone worked, and it just was a good start of the season.
Heck yeah! So it's definitely a great time of year to have tournaments right at the beginning before it counts against our PowerPoints. Both you and softball and baseball have these tournaments to kind of gel, like you said, and find some different people to play some different positions. You're our pitcher. You also hit a bomb this week. How'd that feel?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I haven't hit one of those in a long time, so it was nice to start off my senior year like that.
So get a home run, get some wins in the circle. Talk to me a little bit about the expectations going into the rest of the season. What's your hope, and what do we plan to do?
We hope to make it to playoffs. We hope to make it to state. Last year we made it, and we almost made it to the first round, but we went to extra innings and lost. So I hope we make it further this year, and hope we do good.
All right. So you obviously are a big part of what we're doing on the softball field, but give me some names of a couple other softball players that we should be looking out for.
Kennedy Bark, our shortstop, Tegan Seaton, our second baseman, and Amy Smith, our catcher. Amy makes me look good out there. So
heck yeah, catchers are the lifeblood of any organization. I am a huge catcher fan. That's how I like to watch baseball games. I like to watch baseball and softball catchers make those pitchers look good, like you just said. All right, so big question: what's the plan after high school? You've only got about 3 months left till you graduate. What's the plan?
I'm gonna go to MCC and hopefully play softball there, and then after I'm gonna become a dental hygienist.
A dental hygienist, so cleaning teeth. That sounds good to me. I don't know if I can handle people's bad breath. That would probably get me a little bit bad. So, great job this week. Keep up the good work. I know you guys got a couple games this week. So good luck. I know today you're about to travel to Valley Vista.
Yeah.
Good luck there. And then I think we have our first official home game on Friday. We'll talk about that here in a second. But good luck to you and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right. So that was Hannah Matson. She's a senior on our softball team. Our baseball athlete of the week is Jesus Valencia. He's a junior. How's it going?
I'm great. How are you, Mr. Funk?
I am doing fabulous, talking baseball, talking softball. So you guys went 3-0-1 this past weekend.
Yes, we did.
What do you think went well for us out there on the diamond?
I mean, I'm pretty sure everything went well. I don't think there was one thing that went wrong for us all weekend. I mean, I guess you could say that a tie goes wrong, but to us, that's still a win because, I mean, we played a very good team. We played Perry that was a really hard-fought game, and we just came back in the end, and we were able to at least tie and not take the loss. So a lot of good things happened for us this weekend. We really found out who can do what and who we need to work with a little bit and what type of a team we're going to be this season.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about that Perry game. You guys are going into the 7th inning. It's getting a little bit dark. Bottom of the 7th. In high school baseball and softball, you only play 7 innings. You're down 9-4. Seems a little bit bleak, but talk to me about that last inning.
I mean, it was a crazy inning. I mean, going down 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th. I mean, Perry's looking for 3 outs to close the win for them and get the rise on us. But I think we had a leadoff walk in the inning, and then a couple doubles, maybe back-to-back doubles, and a couple base hits, and we started stringing around some runs. And we had the heart of our order coming up, and we knew we were going to be able to bang in some runs, and that's exactly what we did. And then Jose really capped it out at the end with the base hit that tied the game. And sadly enough, we got called out on a strike that could have been controversial. But I mean, we'll face them again in 2 weeks and hopefully come out on top.
Absolutely. So that game being down 5 runs going into that last inning, senior Jose Apodaca has the game tying RBI single. A little inside-out swing that he takes the other way. Awesome. It was awesome to see that energy and that momentum. I definitely think that Perry was happy to get out of there with a tie. They knew that the momentum was swinging away from them, and I believe that if we would have gone into, in a regular season game, if it would have gone into an 8th inning, we would have definitely had their number. Also, awesome to see this weekend a couple younger guys stepping up. I know we played some, JV pitchers. Talk to me a little bit about those JV pitchers stepping up in this tournament.
Well, in that Perry game, I mean, our starting pitcher was able to get out of the first inning, and that's always tough when your starting pitcher can't get out of the first inning. It turns into a bullpen game, and it kind of goes to who can go how many innings. I mean, Nick Cortez came out of the bullpen and just started throwing strikes and getting us out and really saved us and kept us in the momentum. And when we started scoring runs, we were able to pull Nick out of the game, and we brought in Brandon Sanchez, who just shut it down for us, really threw off Perry with timing and tempo, and we were able to stay in the game and get the tie. So big shout out to those sophomores that stepped up for us this week.
Awesome. So it's good to see those young guys stepping into those roles. I know we had some good pitching performances. I know you pitched a little bit. Jose pitched a little bit. One player that stood out to Coach Langston was Reed Copeland.
Yes.
Pitched a great game against Gila Ridge. So lots of good things going into the regular season. What's the goal? What's the plan going into this? Now we're going into kind of our preseason, but kind of our freedom games. What's the plan?
State championship for sure. I mean, looking at our schedule, we're a team that can definitely go out there and win 25 games this season, and I think it's a big possibility for us. We're gonna have a good group of guys, good rotation every guy in our rotation can go out there and get us a win every night on the mound. And I mean, all of our hitters, all 18 guys can really hit the ball very well, smashing some runs. So we're gonna have a great season, and teams should look out for us this season because we're gonna be a big state championship contender.
Good, and that's that's exactly where we want to be. I know you guys have got some good senior leadership, some guys that have had a lot of experience playing at the varsity level. You've got guys like Eric, you've got guys like Keegan, you got guys like Crew, Max, some other guys like that. You got some good juniors like yourself that are there to play your individual roles. You got a couple sophomores that might come up and play a little bit, right. Give you some spot starts or give you some added depth on the bench. So obviously it's very exciting. You guys travel you're at home on Thursday against Valley Vista. Then you travel all the way down to Kofa on Friday. So good luck to you guys, and keep up the good work. Keep grinding away, and let's bring home some W's and make some noise.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So that's our athletes of the week: Hannah Matson, Jesus Valencia. As we kind of alluded to, softball's headed today, Monday the 2nd, to Valley Vista. JV will play at home. Tuesday we've got boys and girls tennis. Boys tennis is here versus Pinnacle. Girls tennis travels to Pinnacle. Boys volleyball opens up their season against Tucson. 3:30, 4:30, 5:30 in our gym. So if you're around on Tuesday, come watch our boys volleyball team kick off their season. On the 4th, Wednesday, we have a track meet at Dobson. It's good to, they're getting into the swing of things in the track and field events. So they're at Dobson here pretty close for a meet on the 4th. Boys volleyball has another home game on Wednesday the 4th against Chandler. Come to the gym 4:30, 5:30. Thursday, boys baseball hosts Valley Vista here at home 3:45. Boys and girls tennis play Maryville. Boys are again at home. Girls are traveling to Maryville. And boys volleyball caps their 3rd game in 3 days. This time they're traveling away to Queen Creek on Thursday the 5th. Baseball travels down to Kofa, all the way down to Yuma. Girls softball, they host Kofa here in our field for their opening game, official first home game. I think that the track and field is also at Queen Creek this weekend, at a invitational with Queen Creek, Friday, Saturday, at Queen Creek. So good luck to our track. Good luck to all the other sports that are playing. Looks like beach volleyball is off for the week, but I think they come right back the week after that. So that's what's happening here at Westwood. Make sure you follow us on social media. We've got all the schedules up. We'll have the pictures of our athletes of the week. We'll have different announcements. We've got lots of things coming up, like the free physicals coming up in April. We've got some camps with basketball camps. We've got wrestling camps. We got all that type of stuff going. So make sure you follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. They're good resources for us. Make sure you tell your friends about the podcast. Let's keep getting more listeners. And we will see you guys next week. Thanks for coming in.